It's January 26th, holiday week, but the sports world isn't taking a break. Far from it. The Cavs are jockeying, of course, for the playoff picture. The Browns are off the field, but off-season chatter is always humming. The Guardians are quietly in the off-season mode, but after a big 2025 surge, why not go get the main man a lifetime contract? Shout out Jose Ramirez. And at the national level, you already know the championship games went down in Seattle against New England in the Super Bowl. And it's all shaping up real fast. Let's go. This Sports Center from the Sports Corner to us. The technical difficulties. Show you like and subscribe on YouTube. We live on Facebook and TikTok. Yeah. Back to Ricky D Sports Corner from the 216. The show thoughts has been a lot going on. Got that coaching first going on. Like I say, Jose just gave us the lifetime contract. And of course, your boy Shador Sanders has been put on a Pro Bowl team, first Pro Bowl rookie season, fifth round pick. Let's go. You already know. What's up, though? It's your boy Ricky D checking in. There's been a lot going on. You already know I like to talk about a little bit of everything, but I'm gonna set it off with these Cavaliers. They 27-0 right now. Currently, they playing Orlando. You know, I ain't gonna get the network the shout out, but you know, they where they at playing Orlando. But in the last 14 games, though, the last 14 games, they 10-4. Like and they like in like the fourth or fifth seed. Excuse me. They like fourth or fifth seed right now. So you already know it's crunch time. Trade deadline coming up. I guess everybody trying to get they mojo back because hey, you already know how it is. You might have to make a couple trades or something. Maybe ain't nobody trying to get traded, you know. Of course, Donovan always putting up big numbers. I think he had like 30, 30, 30 something. It was 30 something. He put them numbers up. Let me go get them stats. I'm gonna go and pull up the stats so I can be all the way accurate. Little technical difficulty. This is what happened when your ass ain't been playing with the board in a minute. But yeah, let me pull up these stats from the last game. Okay, they won 119, 105. Was that the last? I think I watched that last one. I don't get to watch everything because, priorities over pleasures. Never forget that. I think Donovan had like 36. Oh, he averaging 29. Evan killed him. See, we ain't even got a double digit rebounder. Donovan, Donovan and Evan. That's the tandem. I don't dislike Garland, but at the same time, if we had to trade, man, I wanted Garland to stay because he hometown. He got drafted by us, rather. So of course I prefer Garland. If we had to pick somebody, but hey, if not, but they looking like they shaping up. But they do Garland hurt. They look like they play a lot better when Garland out the game. And I don't. You could try calling in 216-716-3005. But I prefer to chat right at the moment because I'm still trying to get some of these technical difficulties together. But yeah, we live on YouTube, TikTok, and of course Facebook. Sometimes I'll be like, I need to go hire me a producer, but I'll be, you can see where I'm from, the sports corner from the 216. Yeah, I like this. Let me make sure I got these mics on too because I think I had the mic muted or something. Oh, there we go. We got that puppy on. Let me make sure it ain't muted on here. Okay. Yeah, we working. I'll be working. Be working. Be working. Yeah, but the Cavs, they 10-4. They playing tonight here in Orlando. Let's see. Oh, they currently in the lead 61-56. Halftime. They winning at halftime. Yeah, so you really the way the basketball season go, you kinda okay, there we go. You kinda um All-Star break, that's when you really know what's going on. If you either know if you out the contention, if you in contention, or if you might as well wrap it up. Sometimes you might a little injury prone, so some people might be about to heal up. So it's a lot to the NBA. It's so long. It's like the baseball season. But I'm gonna get to that later. But before I get to that, I want to shout out Moselle Lawn and Tree Snow Removal Services. Of course, because this edition of Sports Corner from the 216 is brought to you by Marzalo Lawn and Tree. Get them for your snow removal services where because they're here to keep your pathways, driveways, and sidewalks safe and clear all season. Call them now. 1-440-865-4701. Keeping Cleveland voices loud and local. Support the brands that support the 216. So don't make sure y'all need the show snuffle. Hey, if you're line service, landscaping company, hit us up. We put you on here. That Sports Corner front of 216. Hey, I be having fun, man. I hope you enjoy yourself too when you doing something you love. But it can get a little hectic here and there. But like I say, we at the we downtown. The Magic here tonight. I don't know who made it to the game in this snow. Okay, so we win tonight. That make us fourth in the East. If we win this game tonight, the Cavs they'll be fourth in the Eastern Conference. And Donovan had 36 last night. So basically, what they trying to say is we need to focus on that defense. Our defense is our weak link. I guess they get a little lackadacious. The lackadaciousness take you out, boy. But you already know the big news of the day, though, is your boy Shador making the Pro Bowl, fifth round pick. He's only the first fifth round pick since. Oh no, Nuka. I never said his name. Nachua, the guy, the receiver from the Rams. He was the last one, but you see what he is now. He like they star receiver. Of course, we had them ups and downs, man, and we had to let go of Stefanski. He got a new job. He working down in Atlanta. They've been going through their coaching search, so a lot of people been dropping out. Um, so we down to the guy. Dang, how you say his name? He a young guy from the Rams too. What's that boy name? Nate Shillhouse. That's how I've been hearing people say Shillhouse. He a young guy. The other guy dropped out. He still could go to I think he the Vikings offensive coordinator, Ujinski or something. But he dropped out. It's looking like Shillhouse for real. Yeah, it's really looking like Shillhouse. And yeah. Like he took a smack in the face. But it's looking like Shillhouse is the front runner. They almost didn't get everything done right, but they had a secret interview with Anthony Lynn, I think, the running back coordinator from the Washington Commanders. From what I'm thinking, because I heard some things, just listening around, and the one guy, it really made sense. You keep Schwartz, who they also interviewed for the coach. So you keep Schwartz, maybe go get what's the guy from Baltimore? He used to be a coach for us. Todd. Ty, Ty, what is that? Mike McDaniel jump. Todd Monken. So you got like two veterans that been in the league. So if you hire Shieldhouse, even with Lynn, that's between Lynn and Monken, that's who I'm figuring is gonna be the offensive coordinator for the young guy, Shieldhouse. You know, of course, most coaches they like to bring in some of their own people, but I think they want to surround. If they do hire Shieldhouse, they need to surround him around some, excuse me, NFL vets that's been around the NFL for some years that help him along the way. I really feel like that'd be a good thing because you want the young dude because he kind of can relate with the younger players. Because the Browns after this draft, we gonna probably be one of the youngest teams in the league. Hopefully, we get another good draft. I'm thinking lineman and receiver was the best when the sixth pick come up. If Tate there, you take Tate. There's no question with Tate. I like Boston, but a lot of people want Jalen the Tyson brother. They keep saying he injury prone, but he played good. But Tate has all the skill sets and the physical ability. He's like a complete receiver. He might not be number one because the other receiver at Ohio State is Jeremy Smith, I think his name is. But he like a super dude or something. But if you take there, you take Tate. But if the other receivers they kind of fall off and they ain't like it's really no separation. So if Tate gone, I feel like you go get the best lineman available that on your board. Then when that next pick come, you got enough fifth round picks. So if you need to trade up a couple picks, somebody will take a extra round. But if not, you sit at 24. It's guaranteed to be. I think Boston might still be there. That's why I'm riding with Boston. Then I'm going lineman, 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 lineman. Special teams players, maybe the best available. Stuff like that. If you go on my TikTok, any of the social media pages for Sports Corner from the 216, I did like a simulated mock draft. I might have mentioned this, but I don't even want to do another simulated mock draft because that draft got us what we needed. It added picks, and it even got a 2 seconds, a third, and a fourth for next year. You can't lose with that. I added three extra picks plus an extra four for next year. Two of them high, three of them high because it was two three. I mean two twos, a three, and a fifth. So you can't lose. You still got what you needed. You got a top of the line receiver. You got some of the best linemen in the draft. I even came up on a top rated quarterback from last year's evaluation. So hopefully we know by the end of the week because the Rams didn't make it to the Super Bowl. So the Browns they can actually make their decision. That's if they haven't made it in real time. So hopefully by the end of the week we'll know something because it's cold here in Cleveland, man. We need some excitement. So let's go Browns. Potential roster moves. Oh, but they have also been talking about Brandon Ayuk again. I wouldn't mind bringing him in with a draft a rookie, top rookie, Ayuk, and then you wouldn't be so reliable on Jerry Judy, who he an NFL receiver, but at the same time, he he's not reliable. He's not a real reliable person, so you can't depend on Jerry Judy. But if you go get a Brandon Ayuk, another guy that make plays, you draft somebody like Tyson or Boston, some of them other. Lemon, he cool, but the other receiver from USC, I think he better because, like I always say, we need a receiver that catches with their hands and not their body. You know, they're agile. You know, they can make acrobatic catches. We don't need no stiff receivers. We don't need no little gadget receivers. We need a real receiver. You know, so but I'm looking. Everybody keep talking about this court like Ty Simpson from Alabama. We don't need no quarterback. If you pay attention to the Browns social media pages, even though that's not telling you everything, but if you pay attention to the Browns, if you just pay attention to their social media, they're marketing Shador as the man. So other stop reaching, okay, y'all. Let's get what we need, and we don't need a quarterback because we still got Watson. Gabriel wasn't that bad, even though some people speculate he might get traded. But you still could go find a decent quarterback in the draft, third, second round, or pick up another free agent quarterback because of the linemen, or most of our linemen about the contract about to expire. So we gonna have a nice little amount of money. We ain't got no lot, but we could go play in free agency a little bit. So the Browns not looking all that bad. So let's reload, rebuild, and retune, boy. But we not starting over. We just adding to the addition. The front office got to do its job. And the players, of course, they gotta do their job. Y'all getting paid the money. Y'all get paid. Like I always say, man, let me get paid to do anything I love to do. Cause I already love it, so why not do it to my best? I'm getting paid for it. But yeah, moving on, to them Guardians. Of course, we got to talk about them Guardians. That boy Jose got to be the most admirable, gracious, um, down to earth. He loved Cleveland that much because the guy literally takes at least 50% of his market values and just gives it away, because he loved Cleveland that much. But they did some stuff called deferred. I heard they about to change that, but deferred mean like, okay, you take money from the current contract, you add the new contract, and then after your career over with, that deferred money is still money they owe you after your career. Like, man, so you got like it's like a pension, an extra pension fund or something. But yeah, the capture that I forgot the tribe did come back and get the see I still call them the tribe, but they did win the Central last year. They ain't go too hard in the playoffs because I guess the fatigue might have caught up with them. But they only made a few little off season moves. I think they only spent like 7 million so far in free agency. They a couple of pitchers, which really has always been our go to, but they need to go higher and go pick up another real bat. Not no hopeful, but a person that's already got a good 5 year 30 home run career going on, 30 home runs a year type of person. Gonna give them a couple dollars. That's why Jose giving y'all these discounts so y'all can add to the depth, man. So we can get some offensive firepower. That's the priority. That's what's priority, man. Come on, front office. Y'all can't keep setting us back, man. You got a player of of with great ability that shows loyalty like no other pro athlete I've ever seen in my life. And y'all don't want to go add nothing to the. Come on now, y'all. Y'all got to do better than that. Y'all got to do better than that. Okay? Y'all gotta do a little better than that. Guardians. One second, dog. Yeah, them Guardians, man. I know it's a small market, man. And the small market teams usually is because the Major League Baseball, they rules is different. They rules is different. Hey, but when you get a chance, go like Bavaria's Clothing Collection on Facebook, Instagram, and other platforms. See if there's some pieces on there that you will wear yourself or for your kids or your family or your loved ones, and leave a DM and let them know what you're interested in, and they'll get back with you on how to purchase items from Bavaria's Clothing Collection. Cause you want you when you're gone. I've been trying to get this so y'all could call in, but I ain't did it right. I'm gonna have to get my little brother over here and send some of this. Cause he the engineer guy for real. But moving on from them Guardians, we done talked about the Cavs. We done talked about the Browns. I could go Browns all show though. I could go Browns all show. The Cavs, we still got like 40 something games, what, at least like 30 something games left. It's 82 games. Yeah, they got about 35 games left after the night they had like 34. But we know they contenders. The Browns building. That's get excited. Like if you a young Browns fan, you're about to be in for a rude awakening. Y'all about to get a new stadium. Even though I'm a Browns fan, God willing, I'm still here to experience the new stadium. And I don't really go to games and stuff, but I might have to get one of them games in just to feel the experience because that new place going, that's some billions, a couple billions. So I need to feel some of that. But yeah, man, the Browns. If you're a Browns fan, like if you're a dedicated fan, man, the curse is over, man. If it was a curse, I think it's over. Like just that one draft and the core to the defense is still in a prime. Oh my God. Y'all better watch out, man. Watch out. And of course, Jose always making the Indians able to go make a difference. We got us a good coach, Steve Vogt. I like Steve Vogt, yada, yada, yada. But O State, moving on and talking about them Buckeyes before I get to the national news and sports, it was disappointing, man. Because it got to be the worst feeling is to get there and lose. Like I always said, you want to, if to get there and lose, and they ain't even get there. They let the Mendoza dude whoop on them. Mendoza whooped on everybody though. Shout out Mendoza. It seemed like he gonna be in Vegas with the Raiders, but Indiana whooped on some ass. Indiana was whooping ass, boy. They was whooping ass. They were whooping some ass like that, smacking that ass.
it. You guys are so great.
Man, I gotta make sure I know my boy.
Awesome.
Shot fired. But yeah, Old State, man, they got players. They was thinking that everybody was about to, be on their way out the door because of the portal. But most of them like, hey, we ain't going nowhere. We gotta finish. We got unfinished business. Hey, they got unfinished business. Jeremy, did I say his name? I think he's Jeremy Smith. Man, I'm supposed to be the sports recorder. Man, it's so many sports to be involved when it comes to Cleveland, let alone the state of Ohio. Because in a minute we about to get a women's basketball team in a couple more years. We about to get another women's soccer team. The Crunch coming back. Man, we never dull the Columbus my little homie Teddy Ginn. He got the coach of the Aviators in the UFL. So that means when NFL over, you might as well get ready for some spring ball with the UFL. Shout out Columbus Aviators and that boy Teddy Ginn Jr. following in his father's footsteps. That's why they gave him that job. They like he got that pedigree in him. And little Teddy was a beast on the field too. He ain't the best with the hands, but if he get past you and you put it in his hands, you better be looking. It's touchdown. He said he ain't no running. He'll take it because he was getting a million, so you take it here and there. But you hit him with that deep post or that out or that that go. Oh man, it's over. You better have a safety sitting back there. Oh yeah, and of course, like I say, it's the whole country on the weather side. So I'm just getting some updates. Some of the games today they was postponed, due to the weather. Let's see who all got postponed. Okay, the Dallas and Milwaukee got postponed. Denver and Memphis. So them just a few games that was postponed today due to the weather. I ain't never in my lifetime, from this part of the country though, it's almost kind of familiar, but I ain't never seen the whole country like in shambles like how it is, and then people out there trying to drive. Every time I go on the gram or something these days, somebody showing an accident. Oh, but okay, Golden State. They was trying to say we should trade the Cavs should trade for Kaminga, but he out with a bone bruise. Trade rumors, yeah, of course, they heating up because the trade deadline. Oh, I ain't know it was the 5th. That's a week. That's a week away. That's just a little bit over a week. Oh, but I didn't know they have Donovan in the MVP chatter too. Uh, Donovan keep balling, man. If the Cavs can get it rolling, we need Lonzo to step up. We need Mobley for sure. I'm still, I like Garland, but I just don't like the fit. So, and they ain't gonna trade Donovan because he different than Garland. So if you could trade Garland and get something worth it, him, what's his name tripping to Hunter, he be trying to step it up, but we only could trade Garland by himself. So that's what make it hard to trade Garland because we under what you call a second apron or something. Yeah, but the weather, it's really affecting a lot of people. That's why I'm like, hey, the Cavs downtown, man, there ain't too many people at that game. If they did, they made sure they got ready to go earlier. That they took care of their yards and all of that. But yeah, of course, the Super Bowl, February 8th, the Seattle Seahawks against the New England Patriots. Because I so didn't want to see Denver win, and I kind of wanted LA to win because I ain't never really been no fan of Seattle, but Seattle powerful. But I wanted the Rams to lose so we can get our coaching situation like closer to a finished thing. You know what I'm saying? But Seattle looking powerful, but New England got a good defense, so that might if New England can play good until this first half, if they can keep the game under control until halftime, they might have a chance. But if Seattle go up 14-7, if Seattle go into the half with the lead, man, it's over. So what y'all think? Leave your comment. Is Seattle going to the halftime with the lead, especially with that long holdover that the Super Bowl be having, man, is curtains for New England because that means Seattle gonna come out the half fresh unless they have like a major injury or something of some sort. Hey, Seattle, Seattle got it. Look, Seattle got it. But if New England win, that'd be the seventh championship in the modern football era, though, without Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Because that's that boy Mike Vrabel. I met Mike Vrabel one time. I was doing some little personal business. I should have popped the trunk on him because I had the magnets on the car too for Bavarian. I should have popped the trunk and threw him a hoodie or something. But he seen Bavarians. He know what. Oh, that's What's Bavarian's clothing collection? I wasn't moving, but sometimes certain people that was a moment that I didn't take advantage of. You know what I'm saying? I should have took full advantage of that because the man was right there. I could have been like, and he probably would have looked. I could have gave him a nice, comfortable hoodie. I think it was still cold too. Yeah, he probably would have loved that hoodie. But hey, everything happens for a reason. I'm gonna bump into him again. Yeah, I just can't wait until the Browns hire us a coach so we'll know what to expect. Cause I know that boy Shador ready to get that playbook. He ready for that playbook so he can go start practicing. He been kicking it over him and his little brother. I mean, Shiloh, the big brother. But they been over in Paris. They some little fly type of. My boy Shiloh was killing them with whatever material that was on that coat he had on when they was over in Paris at the Amari Fest. I think it was Amari. Yeah, like I say, Indiana though won that college football, man. That was supposed to be Old State, man. But you could say it was entertaining because it was a lot of unexpected wins. It was some teams. Ain't nobody expect Miami to go because I always liked the Miami though too. But ain't nobody expect Miami to go either though. They made it far. So that's just the thing with the portal though now and the NIL. I don't like the NIL. I approve of that because I feel like college athletes should benefit too. But that transfer portal, man, I feel like you should at least play especially if a school give you a scholarship and NIL money. I feel like you should have to at least be at that school for 2 years before you try to transfer, or you know what I'm saying? Because it's like a contract. You know what I'm saying? It should be like an agreement. Like if you do the transfer portal, it should be like a player for a player. Even if it ain't of the same value, it should be at least the same position. Like, so if your school take this player, you got to give us a player. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Cause I ain't really feeling that portal stuff. Yeah, it's getting close to me wrapping up the show. But before I get ready to leave, y'all, of course, I was telling y'all about the weather. It's been affecting the sports, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really like to get into politics. So, but the weather is it's affecting travel, scheduling, and everything. AI picking up steam. You got to get into technology, man. You can't run from it. Like AI for sure. Um, Knowing how to create content, and just my opinion, man. When it comes to people that create content, stop making the content like it's really something. Like, let people know, like, give people like a disclaimer or something to let them know that this is not actually real. You know what I'm saying? Like how they tell you if you use AI, you're supposed to let people know that this is AI, because you know it. It used to be. It used to be entertaining, man. It's not as entertaining anymore. And I don't want to go with the politics again, but TikTok, man, I was really starting to kind of get fine. I'm gonna give it a couple days, but since that sale went through, it's been some malfunctions going on. It's been all over the news and everything, though. But yeah, man, that's what's kind of been going on in the world. Of course, the one people they just been fucking with people, colder than you already know what I'm talking about. But what to watch for, like I say, it was halftime. They probably like third quarter now with the Cavs versus Magic. Um, Trade deadline coming up. The Browns need to hurry up and pick up a coach because it's about to be that the draft, the off season is about to turn up. The off season is the NFL season be fun, but the off season be more exciting because it gives you hope. You know what I'm saying? So let's get them draft boards together. Go do you like a mock draft, do a simulated draft, and engage on one whatever platform you prefer to be on the most: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube, and don't forget to sign up and become a member on Patreon, where we're gonna have exclusive content, interviews, etc. So make sure you sign up, become a member on Patreon, like and subscribe on YouTube, so you can get notifications for live shows. Um, and of course, I'm gonna throw y'all some shorts on there so y'all can get little bits, little tidbits or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we got it going on. NBA trade talk, Browns draft board, Guardians. Come on, make a move. We need us another bat. That's the strategy for the offseason when it comes to the Guardians. Browns, we know we need linemen, young linemen, couple of special teams player, and of course a receiver or two. But we could just draft a receiver, pick up a nice trade or a free agent receiver. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the weather slow down, but up here in Northeast Ohio, we got school closings again, so the kids out of school again. MVP races building up in the basketball. Let's go. You know, y'all, Cleveland. As long as we got players like Donovan, even I ain't even get Allen his shot out, but like I said, we 10 of the last 14, so that means we on a roll. Hopefully, we get this win tonight. Donovan in the MVP race. You know, so let us know what's on your mind out there with hashtag What's Your Thoughts SC216. Let us know how the snowstorms impacting you and your area. If you're a Cleveland fan, how you feel about Mitchell being mentioned in the MVP race. Who would you trade Browns and Cavs, who would you pick up for the Guardians? You get what I'm saying? So if we win tonight, the Cavs in the top 4 in the East, let's go. Let's go. And yeah, man, that's your boy Ricky D. Hollering at Shaw Sports Corner from the 216, the podcast. And that's a throwback. No, I never knew, but I just know. I miss my little ad, bro. All that. I'm at the fit catch you. But until then, I'm gonna just let y'all roll to this week. Halloween, hey, about brother PC Nardo. We got that studio time for y'all PTA audio room in the Waterloo Art District by Citizens Pie down the street from the Beachland. Again, this your boy Ricky D. Check it in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. YouTube, Sports Corner 216. Patreon, Sports Corner 216. And look for us on social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and of course, X. But we might get a little bit more bloggy on y'all if y'all like to read. We got some really good read. Signing out.